Good evening, traveler. Tonight, the silence of the countryside keeps forgotten promises. A road guarded by a cross, laughter coming from the woods, and the sound of hooves arriving without a horse. These are stories of faith, guilt, and farewells, the kind that stir the soul in memory. Press play, turn off the lights, and come with me. Leave your like, subscribe, and tell me which one gave you the most chills. The Scream on the Croft Road. The first time Valdir heard the scream, his whole body froze. It was a pitch-black night. The dirt road curved where an old cross, eaten away by time, watched over the dark. People from the region would pass and make the sign of the cross without even thinking. The man walked on, hat pulled low, weak lantern and tired steps, when a sound tore through the bushes, a long, painful scream that seemed to rise from the ground. The man stopped, stomach churning. "Who's there?" asked Valdir, his voice trembling. The wind answered by stirring the leaves. The insects kept buzzing. The man dared 2 steps forward and breathed deeply. The scream returned, closer now, cutting the silence. The man's skin bristled from neck to arms. Then he noticed a figure in the pale moonlight, a woman kneeling before the cross. Light dress, appearance of an old portrait. "Do you need help, ma'am?" Valdir asked, approaching cautiously, heart racing. The woman lifted her face. The features were young and beautiful, but the eyes carried a weight that hurt anyone who looked. Her skin looked like smoke. Her contours trembled in the air. "He promised he would return. It's been 20 years, and I'm still here." "What war are you talking about, ma'am?" asked the man, confused and terrified. The woman did not answer. She kept her gaze fixed on the curve, as if waiting for a horse to appear at any moment. Her body began to dissolve in the wind. "Don't leave me alone! Don't leave me!" she screamed, with a despair that cracked Valdir's chest. The man bolted in a run, breathless, legs weak. At home, he told everything to his wife, Rita. "Valdir, that was fear and exhaustion taking over you," the woman said, trying to calm him, though her face betrayed unease. "No, Rita, I saw it," the man insisted, holding a glass in his trembling hand. The next morning, he looked for old Arlindo, the oldest around. The elder listened silently, eyes half closed, and let out a heavy sigh. "I know this case," said the old man, serious. "In the 1960s, there lived a girl named Eliza. Her fiancé went to serve and swore he'd marry her when he returned. He never came back. She went to the cross in her wedding dress. They found her body there. The family raised that wood. At night, some hear screams, some see her waiting." After that, Valdir changed his path. The man preferred the long detour to facing the curve. "There are things we just respect and stay away from," he repeated with an involuntary shiver. In 1995, an old man appeared in town, lost, asking about the girl of the cross. Antero carried weary old age on his shoulders and ancient guilt in his eyes. "I promised I would return," the visitor sobbed, crying like a child. They took the man to the cross. He fell to his knees and bowed his head. "Forgive me, Eliza. I promised," begged Antero, voice broken. That night, for the first time in decades, no scream was heard. People swore Eliza finally rested, and the cross, for those who passed by, seemed lighter. The warning remained. A word spoken is a tied rope. If broken, something will collect.
The girl who came back different.
Leah was 6 years old and used to play in the stream behind the garden. A smart, obedient child, always laughing, until the day she disappeared. "Leah," called Donna Raimunda, distraught, searching the yard with trembling hands. "Eureka, Leah doesn't answer," warned the mother, heart pounding. Eureka ran. Neighbors gathered. The group searched night and day, flashlights in hand, hope running thin. 3 days, nothing. As if the girl had been erased from the world. At dawn of the 4th day, a plate clattered in the kitchen. The mother rushed down. The girl was at the table, eating bread with butter, too calm. "My daughter, where have you been?" begged Donna Raimunda, holding the girl's face. "I was playing," answered Leah, not looking up, in a distant tone. "With who?" asked the mother, chest tightening. "With my friends," replied the child, cold. "What friends?" insisted the woman, suspicious. "With the ones in the woods," whispered the girl, and the air in the kitchen grew heavy. In the following days, the little one stopped running and laughing. The child sat in the yard, staring at the woods, as if waiting for a call. And she began to know what she could not. One afternoon, she tugged at her mother's skirt. "Mom, why did you never tell me about the baby before me?" she asked with frightening naturalness. Donna Raimunda turned pale. Her knees gave way. "Who told you that?" asked the mother, seized with terror. "He's with my friends," explained the girl, serious. "He said you cried a lot." Desperate, the parents took the daughter to the healer, Donna Modesta. The woman observed the girl for a long time, as if listening with her eyes. She made the sign of the cross and called Leah gently. "Come here, my dear. Where were you these days?" she asked, firm but kind. "I was in a big house in the woods," said the child, her eyes lifeless. "There are many children. We play, eat sweets, sing. They said I can stay forever." Donna Modesta took a deep breath and pulled the couple aside. "Listen," warned the healer. "What came back with you is not Leah. The enchanted ones took her soul. They left a copy." "It is our daughter," retorted Eureka, anger and fear in his voice. "Look into her eyes," insisted the woman, unyielding. "Where's the sparkle? Where's the will? The body is here, but the child is not." No one slept that night. The girls stood in the yard, motionless, staring at the woods as if waiting for orders. As days passed, the little one grew pale, silent. Her words faded. Her contours began to blur, until one morning she simply wasn't there anymore. No door open, no footprints. Gone. She went back to where she now belongs, lamented Donna Modesta with true sorrow. The couple sold the farm and moved to the city, carrying an emptiness too big for the chest. When someone asked about children, the mother answered 4 and stopped. Leah's name stuck in her throat. Every now and then, those who passed near the stream claimed to hear giggles in the woods. "Did you hear that?" whispers a man, quickening his pace. "Don't look," advises the other, shivering. "If you look, they call you by the wrong name and you answer." The old man who saw his own death. Adelino was known for dreaming about things that would come true. He didn't charge, didn't make a business of it. He just lived his routine. until the night he dreamed of a rider in black, mounted on an equally dark animal, stopping at the gate. "I came for you," announced the dream visitor in a soft and definitive voice. In the dream, the old man set down his cup, stood up, and followed. The next day, the man set his house in order. He separated documents, left notes, chose keepsakes for his nephews. On Sunday, he confessed and took communion. Zeka, the neighbor, found the farewell atmosphere strange. "What's this about, Adelina?" teased the friend, trying to ease the mood. "A dream is just a dream." This one was different, the old man assured, serene. It smelled of horse. It felt real. On Monday, late afternoon, Adelino sat on the porch with his coffee. The neighbor arrived. "Sit here, man," invited the host, offering the mug. "Let's chat." The two talked about little things, but the host kept his eyes fixed on the road, tense like an animal sensing rain. Then the sound came from afar. Clop, clop, clop. Hooves striking the dirt road. "Do you hear that?" asked the neighbor, uneasy. "He's here," the old man informed in a calm, almost relieved whisper. The visitor looked at the road and saw nothing, yet the sound grew nearer, rhythmic, certain. Adelino put his cup in the same spot as in the dream, inhaled deeply, and walked toward the gate. With each step, his body seemed lighter, as if his skin was turning to vapor under the sun. At the gate, the host turned once last. "Thank you for everything, Zeka," the old man said with genuine gratitude. And he vanished. The sound of hooves ceased at once, like a lamp going out. Shaken, the neighbor ran back. Adelino's body was in the chair, cup in hand, expression peaceful. The doctor said it was his heart. At the wake, people whispered. "He died in peace," said a woman with respect. Zeka kept silent. Who would believe it? Every Monday, at the same time, the neighbor began to hear the sound of hooves on the road. Now, the rider no longer stopped. He just passed by. Task completed.